Tinubu to release withheld Rivers State funds to sole administrator after Fubara suspension. You want to release it to the sole administrator. Okay, we hope that the sole administrator will use the money judiciously and use it for what it's meant to use it for and not divert it. Wahala be like bicycle. The Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Lateef Abdenisan, has revealed that President Bola Tinubu administration is willing to release the withheld allocation of Rivers State to the newly appointed sole administrator of the state. It's about to go down low. Money laundering to begin in 3, 2, 1. Action. No wahala. According to Vanguard, he made this statement while briefing State House correspondents at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. That AGF, That AGF. Okay now, when asked whether the federal government to release the allocation from the federation account to the states in light of the latest development, the minister confirmed that the funds will be released if the administrator requested it. How are we so sure that the administrator is going to release the funds for the public, as in for the people? Is he going to pay their salaries? Hope he's not going to be owing them money. Pensioners, all the people that Fubara really paid their money for the past 2 years, is this administrator going to do that? Is he going to continue from where Fubara stopped, or he's going to chop the money, or he's going to share the money? We don't know. He added it will be in order for the release of that fund, as the extraordinary situation has moved them beyond the normal course of events. He also defended President Tinubu's decision to declare a state of emergency in the state. Who are you going to defend before? Me? On Tuesday, President Tinubu suspended Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and the House of Assembly members, citing instability in the state. However, his actions have been met with widespread criticism. Tinubu explained that the ongoing crisis had paralyzed governance in Rivers State, saying, "With the crisis persisting, democratic governance, which we have all fought for over the years, cannot thrive in a way that benefits the people of the state. The state has been at a standstill since the crisis began, and the people have been deprived of the dividends of democracy." He blames Governor Fubara for demolishing the Rivers State House of Assembly, calling the action unjustifiable. He further stated that interventions by prominent figures has failed to resolve the crisis. It is because the lawmakers, they don't want the crisis to be resolved. This is not a matter of Fubara destroying the House of Assembly or whatever. It is those lawmakers that are troublemakers, and their boss that is giving them the lever to do whatever it is that they are doing. Tinubu also accused Governor Fubara of unconstitutional acts and a disregard for the rule of law. That is not enough reason, no matter what you try to say, no matter how you try to paint it. That is not enough reason to suspend a sitting governor. An elected president is removing or suspending an elected governor. It's not done anyway. It's not done anywhere except in Nigeria. And only Nigeria they do anyhow. They will write constitution, they don't go follow am. Now wow. On February 28, 2025, the Supreme Court ruled on about 8 consolidated appeals concerning the political crisis in Rivers State. The court's judgment clearly highlighted the unconstitutional act and the disregard for the rule of law committed by the governor of Rivers State as evidence in the case, he said. The president further noted that the Supreme Court had emphasized the absence of a functional government in Rivers State, saying a government cannot be said to exist without one of the 3 arms that makes up a state government under the 1999 Constitution as amended. In this case, the head of the executive arm has chosen to collapse the legislature to enable him to govern without it. Acting like a despot as things stand, there is no government in Rivers State. Yes, there is no government. Before declaring a state of emergency, Tinubu accused Governor Fubara of failing to disown militants who had vowed to destroy pipelines in the state. So that now gave you the reason to suspend him. Abeg, we know your agenda. We know your plans. Like Abraham says, I cry with a loud voice that the worst thing to happen to Nigeria is Tinubu winning 2023 election. A man caged Lagos of 9 million naira from 1999 to date. Would the worst if he gets over all power as president? They said it was don't know politics. How can Nigerians manage hungryism and totalitarianism? Manage care. Except you are ready to say enough is enough. Except you are ready. Nnamdi Chidiebube says, I thought it was the court that withheld it. As such, it will be the court that will give order for its release. Nigeria is a movie. Now so now, waiting with they buy Netflix, you get DSTV, you're wasting your time. Just be watching Nigeria. Ogodogo says both Tinubu, Wike and this so-called administrator were supposed to be thrown into the evil forest, and the AGF, and that AGF too, all of them. Onwe Modesty says the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State, the suspension of Governor Fubara, and the State House of Assembly were all premeditated. Of course, it was planned. A deliberate political calculations geared towards 2027, but Nigerians are watching and waiting. Na so una go dey watch and waiting, una no go do anything. Na so una go say Nigerians are watching, Nigerians are watching. What will you people do? Nothing. Nothing. It's just mouths that we make in this country. Aidbo Kaibo says, release to sole administrator where the Supreme Court barred the CBN to release to the state. Is there a different state in place now? Wike State. Now Wike gets Rivers State now, so let's just call it Wike State. And he's the one controlling, he's the one telling them what to do in Rivers State. In fact, he's the President General of Rivers State, so it is Wike State. So that's the different state that we have now. This elective judgment will certainly end Nigeria one day if care is not taken. I mean, Nigeria is already going to an end gradually. Abiola Modi says oil money is the main reason Abuja is instigating this political crisis. We know now. We know their God is their belly, backdoor democracy. It is well. Joy King says Nigeria is like a Netflix movie that always has next season. Yes, so it's a season film. You no fit watch and finish. You no fit watch and finish. This season film, it has no end. It will only end probably when we are ready to take over and say enough is enough. We are not doing this again. We are not having these people on the power seat again. That is when this season film will finally come to an end. But for now, enjoy the movie. No subscribe Netflix, so you're wasting your money. You subscribe GoTV, DSTV, you're wasting your money. Just have enough money and buy data so that you can watch this Nigerian movie in full, so that you will not miss anything. Even if Tinubu becomes president of Nigeria today, he will still be worse than Tinubu regime, because none of them has the intention to change the 1999 constitution that has been taking us backward. Exactly, that constitution, I said it, that they need to trash it. They need to throw it away. They need to throw that constitution away, and we need to rewrite another constitution from the beginning, and that would involve all the citizens, that we would have to have input, because these people just wrote constitution for their own benefit and not for the benefit of Nigerians. It is just for their own benefit alone. So that constitution, they need to throw it away. They need to throw it away. Constitution of 26 years ago, how many years ago, they need to trash it. It's not useful, and they are not even following what is inside safe. So they should throw it away. Uche Samuel says Tinubu, Wike and Akpabio would have told us that they want to be the ones managing their allocations and not the people's elected governor. Yes, now. Yes. That is what Wike wanted from Fubara. That is exactly what caused their issue. I want to be having so amount on a monthly basis, or probably on a weekly basis, from the money that belongs to the people of Rivers State, from the money that is supposed to use to pay salaries, to do this, to do that. I want to be having it. But since that one refused, he has collected it for himself alone now. That is it though. My listeners, over to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.